Welcome to another episode of On Deck with Anchor. Today we'll be talking about NIBBS. I have Taya here with me. Hi, Taya.
Hi, sir.
Okay, so as someone who works in fintech, it's common for you to hear like people talk about NIBBS, but I want you to tell us what NIBBS is and how it works.
All right, thanks for that. NIBBS is what we call the Nigerian Interbank Settlement System. Okay. It's a very critical component of our financial infrastructure in Nigeria. It's also it's the backbone of all our electronic payment system, right? When you send money to someone, it's all processed through NIBBS, right? NIBBS provide a variety of services for the Nigerian financial ecosystem. But one of the main services is the NCS, right? The NCS is the Nigerian Central Switch. It's a central processing hub that connects all banks in Nigeria today, whether you're a commercial bank, an MFB,
What's MFB?
MFB, a microfinance bank, or a payment service, or even fintech, right?
Okay.
The Central Switch has two different types of participants: direct participants and indirect participants. Right?
Okay.
Direct participants are commercial banks, right? All 25 of them. Right? Whereas indirect participants are the PSB, the MFB, payment service business.
Okay.
They are indirect participants of NIBBS, right? NIBBS also operates the NIB, right? The NIB is the NIBBS Interbank Payment System. Right? Okay. NIB is, everyone knows NIB, right? When you send money to someone, it is processed through NIB.
Okay.
Right? NIB is basically what I would define as the, interbank payment system for high volume transaction.
Great.
A bit into NIBBS, right? What NIBBS is, when I send money to you now, right? The request is sent to NIBBS to process, right? NIBBS sends, confirm the transaction details and send what's called confirmation request to your bank, right? Your bank receives that transaction, process it, right? You go to their own internal controls, send confirmation back to NIBBS. Once confirmation...
That looks like a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot, right? There's a lot that happens in the background. Then once confirmation has been received by NIBBS process that confirmation and send the settlement request to Central Bank, right? Okay. Central Bank is the de facto settlement partner of NIBBS. Okay. Right? Once transaction has been processed successfully, my account is debited and your account is credited at your bank. Okay. But at the back end of the back end, right? NIBBS operates what we call a settlement windows, right? Okay. The settlement window is open 4 times in a day. Okay. Right? So that means when I send money to you, and to other people in this room right now, my bank would batch all that transaction during the settlement window and send it to Central Bank to settle all the different banks that I have sent money to from my bank, right? So 4 times a day? 4 times in a day. The windows open 4 times a day. We don't know when it opens, right? That's some form of secret in the financial ecosystem today, right? And fun fact, in 2016, we used to run a one settlement window across Nigeria. Then in 2016, it was increased to two window settlements. Up until 2 years ago, where CBN NIBBS increased it also to 4 settlement window because of the volume of transactions. And also a lot of smaller banks were taking advantage of the lack of settlement window, right? Because I can send up to 1 billion transactions now. More than I can possibly settle. Okay. Right? So that's why it was increased, right? Okay. So in a nutshell, that's how NIBBS works and all the services that it offers. Okay.
So I think that's really interesting. You know, when you send money and the other party receives it, you don't know what goes on in the background. Thank you, Taya, for that insight. That's it on today's episode of On Deck with Anchor. See you next time. Bye for now.